Here we are. I'm gonna put Nahue in the blue ozone and Bad Koala in the red. That just is more fitting for me. Okay. Welcome everybody. So we've got Silver League action, and this will be really fun. I think the nerves are going to be very high. We have Nahue here in the blue. Is gone for the Incas, and already we've seen this so much in Silver League. Like, the Silver League guys have loved their early militia. We've got the early barracks from him as the Incas on Mudflow. And we got Bad Koala, the more experienced player, very chaotic player on the other side. To repeat the stakes, if Bad Koala loses this set, he isn't relegated out of silver, but he might not make the playoffs then. He would just be alive in silver for the next season. If he wins the set, he will go into the playoffs to potentially go gold. If Nahue wins, depending on how much he wins by, he could still go playoffs, I believe. But if he loses, he could just get relegated. So, like, big stakes for the young Argentinian here, and his eagle is forward here. And with me, I have Ozone, who's also a Silver League player who knows these players very well and plays a lot of games with them. So, should be able to give us some good insights.
Yes, I think this should be a pretty fun game, and I'm not surprised to see the Nahue's opening with the Incas. I expect to see a lot of militia, a lot of aggression. Let's see if he manages to... It's not easy actually to manage your economy while you're insta-rushing. You need to be very precise with everything. It's very easy to make mistakes and then just have villagers long distancing.
He's also laming. So he has to manage his eco off the insta-rush, and he's also laming. So he knew that Stark had gotten swept by Dennis, and that would put a lot more pressure on him here. And he's coming at game number 1. Bad Koala should know that his elephant is gone, and he's looking for it, and he'll see it again. If he looks, he could see it again in the fog. It's a really awkward woodline to run through, and I think Bad Koala's just noticed. He's coming back.
That eagle is only 17 HP now. I got a couple more hits, the elephant. I'm worried.
Yeah, I think the other part of this is the drush strategy. You need the eagle to block, right? And so now your eagle is weak, and so now the militia can't be quite as successful. Bad Koala knows that the drush is there because he saw it. He stops the lame so he can get his elephant again. There's now a tiger attacking the militia. Oh, brutal start for Nahue.
Yeah, this is pretty messy, and this is exactly what I meant. Like, it's not easy to manage everything, and on top of that, trying to land, I think he just got baited. Saw the elephant, and usually if you have the eagle forward, you want to take it, but taking into consideration he was going for this opening, I'm not sure if I like the decision.
Well, I mean, I the energy is clear. It's like you need every advantage you can. Every win matters for so much. It's such a big moment for him. So I think you just got to commit sometimes. The more confident players who play at the top level would never do that, though, right? Because they would have faith in their ability. They would have faith in their build and their ability to just adapt into the game, and they would value the eagle. So he's just going to attack the house now. Talk to me about this build. We've seen it a lot. Why are we seeing this so much more right now? The militia attacking
the thing
houses.
Is, especially in this modern Mudflow, the thing is usually people build their houses close to the TC, and there's everything like near the TC is downhill, right? And Dark Age houses, they have less armor as well. They have negative armor, so the militias, they do a lot of damage even if the house is not on downhill. But if you, on top of that, you put the houses that are downhill, then there's always a lot of potential for damage and disrupting your opponent's economy. And also the woodlines, right? The good woodlines are really far away from the TC, so...
Yeah, it's interesting that Bad Koala placed his houses on flat ground. You're right. Typically, that's not the case. Typically, your house is going to be on the lower grounds. But in the end, it's some decent harassment here for Nahue. Behind this, though, it's all about the builds, right? It's not so much about the militia, which is what the viewers see. It's how clean is your economy. And his economy should be pretty clean to follow this up with feudal. The big thing is he spent all of his gold, so he won't have loom. But hold up, what happened to the... Did I completely miss Bad Koala's scout? It died.
I actually don't know where that. Maybe it ate Nahue's TC. I'm not sure. I will go back quickly.
He
and tell
deleted
you.
it. He deleted it. There's no
What?
kills in the game. He must have deleted it. Right? Like,
Oh god.
I'm checking the
I'm not
Vills.
sure.
The Vills don't have any kills at home for Nahue.
Yeah, the kitties 0-0. Totally. Yeah.
Oh my god, he actually deleted his scout. That's crazy. And the funny thing is, Nahue is so paranoid right now that the scout's gonna snipe his unloomed Vil. But he deleted his scout. I would imagine the only explanation is he meant to delete a palisade wall at one point, and he misclicked and didn't click the palisade wall and still had his scout selected. But that's
Yeah.
crazy, dude. That's crazy.
It's actually huge. Oh, and look at Nahue's walls. Do you like those walls?
Well, I would hate these walls if the opponent's scout was out there. But considering the opponent's scout is dead, I guess it's okay. It's very, again, high risk, high reward, I guess.
You know something I like about Nahue's situation? I know he's behind in resource collect and all this, but he'll be faster to Feudal Age, and he already has the initiative, right? So you're faster, but plus
Yeah.
initiative.
Yeah.
And he will get the Men-at-Arm upgrade, and he will get to apply a lot of pressure while Bad Koala needs to wait for maybe the range, maybe a couple archers, and with 1-2 archers, you don't get to completely clean this up. It's 4 militias, and Men-at-Arms on the way as well. And then Incas, they get access also to cheap skirmishers, which is also why this opening is so popular with Incas. Even if your opponent is coming, it doesn't rely completely on a surprise factor. Like, for example, if you do it with other ship, maybe you need to, surprise your opponent. He's not expecting the rush. You kill the ability with no Luma or something like this. But with Incas, you don't really need to get this insane value.
Bad Koala is going fast castle here.
Oh boy.
He's going fast castle. The plan is likely knights. And it's going to be archer follow-up and eagles and maybe the arson upgrade for the man-at-arms. I mean, that villager has been permanently repairing there for Bad Koala. That's idle time. He also lost a couple houses, but this is just...
But will he have the economy?
I don't think so.
Like, he's out of fish on the TC. Everything is idle.
I think if he had the market, I would like this a little bit more. If he can get to a market, then maybe he could buy and sell some res to balance. But yeah, this just feels like things have gone wrong. And I've seen this with Bad Koala. It's like some days he's super sharp. Things are perfect. Other days, it's just like completely random and all over the place. And that's why I joked. I said, like, I don't know if he cares to the same level. Like, it comes off as underprepared at times. It could just be maybe he's inconsistent. But there's the archer and the eagle. The house also goes down. The whole wood line gets abandoned. And I think this is where the alarm bells are going off for our blue player. He's like, wait a second. What are you doing here?
And now he has no wood. And also one important thing that you need to know about this map is that the straggler trees near the TC, they only have 50 wood each.
Yep.
So it's not that you can rely on them like you do sometimes in Arabia if you go for something like this.
And Will you know that? We're in round 5. I imagine he's played before, but I'm trying to do the math here. Okay, he's got enough wood for a lumber camp somewhere. He could make one night, maybe 2, and then he can maybe get a lumber camp in the middle.
Yeah. This is painful. And the blacksmith is going down as well.
He got the upgrade,
he can
though.
afford more upgrades.
Yeah, he was never going to get any more upgrades anyway, so that's fine. All right, villager gets spotted. This will be our first kill of the game. Though, technically, there was another death because Bad Koala somehow deleted his scout. Nice work here.
No market. He cannot use the excess gold.
And he also is repairing his blacksmith, so now he doesn't have wood for a lumber camp, bro.
Oh, God.
Why? Oh, this is so rough.
I mean, I cannot pretend I'm happy to see this because, as I mentioned, I practice with Nahue, so let's go. Bad Koala.
I'm okay with a little bit of biased commentary. I bring in players because for their perspective, right? So you know the players, and You train with them and stuff, so that's all good. I mean, Bad Koala will clear this. And
Yep.
he will have knights. So if there's a hole in the wall anywhere, Nahue could have some big problems. What do you do in Nahue's position here, though?
I think when you're like, he needs to know he's in a winning position, right? That's the first thing he needs to have in his mind. And then when you're on winning positions, you need to start thinking, okay, how can I lose this game, or how can I lose control of this game? What is the only move that my opponent can do from this situation to get a little bit of momentum, right? And the only thing Bad Koala can do to get momentum here is maybe a forward workshop and getting in with like knights and cheap scorpions from the Romans. That's the only thing that comes to mind.
Yep.
So if I'm now, I will just stay 1TC, go for a lot of barracks. You have Incas, so you can spam eagles and pikes, and just make sure you don't get too greedy, because you don't need to in this situation, right?
Or do you go for a monastery and pick up that relic? Because Nahue has walled with the relic.
I know now you hate that after watching Red Bull, right?
Yeah, dude, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I don't think the blacksmith is fully behind the relic either. But it's going to be a marketed home for Bad Koala first. But listen, I can tell you guys, like, at least for me, right? Bad Koala's just a horrible player for me to play against, because I think the things that he does aren't actually... It's not, like, great play sometimes, right? Like, it's super high risk, super high reward. I always feel like I should win this game now. But that... I don't know, it just adds more pressure to me, Ozone. Do you relate to that at all? Or is that just a me thing?
No, they can relate to that with some specific players for sure. And I also watch a little bit of Bad Koala's POVs when he streams 1v1s sometimes.
Yep.
And he's also not like the fastest player, but there's something about the Chinese players, the high level ones that are not like the top, like Bibi and Joe, for example, Jiwatong and Bad Koala, both of them. They're kind of similar in which they're not like the fastest or the cleanest, but
their micro's good though. Their micro's good. Oh, now
and they make a lot of army. Like,
yeah,
they are good at identifying like that winning condition still, even if the situation is not the best. So.
Oh man, look at the KD right now, bro. 20-2, 20-2. You can have 5 minutes of idle TC time. You can have the issue with the lumber camp. You can have all of that as long as your KD is 20-2. This is a problem for the Incas because Scorpions now are perfect against the archers and the pikes. And the whole wood line is here too. Monk will go for...
He's panicking now.
Yeah, he's panicking big time. I think it's safe to say as well that because of the stakes, Nahue is also underperforming, right? Like that's what you'll find in Silver League. If this was a ranked Arabia game or something, this game is so over, it's not even close, but it's just there's so much meaning to this game. And it's such a tough style to play against.
Which when you know you are in such a winning position and like some little thing goes wrong, you are like, oh no, am I choking? And you get more and more and more nervous.
Oh, big shot.
Oh,
Mangano.
Oh, he misses.
Oh man, does he get the other two?
No.
Well, this is really messy, dude. He's on stone. He's still got the villager lead. I think you just have to forget about the front of your base right now and place a well-placed castle. And maybe play in towards Kameyuk. So you could still get conversions to hold. You could maybe... You could even try guard tower. There's a lot to try right now. But what a game.
Ay.
Also,
I'm so nervous, just like so anxious for my friend. Ay.
Well, so what do you think the ping is like for these two as well? That's the other factor. China to Argentina.
It should be pretty high for both, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's much harder if you're an aggressive player, as the Mangonel hops out and is basically wasted. If you're an aggressive player, it's really hard to find the timings with the attacks when you're not used to playing at that level of ping.
Yeah, but I think that Argentina players, they are used to play with a somewhat high ping.
That's true.
Because the only server that they play with a low ping is when they're playing other Argentinians or Brazilians or Chilean players. But other than that, they usually play
I guess you could
actually.
say the same for Bad Koala. Both players should be used to high ping games because.
Yeah.
But I also think it would be interesting. Maybe someone could look it up how many times these two have played against each other in ranked because they play at very different times. So at a high level, everyone kind of knows each other. Bad Koala did pick up that freaking relic, by the way. And the monk got sniped.
What do you think of adding a second TC in this situation? That's what I was meaning before. Like, you should know, even that, like, despite the score and everything that has happened, the things that went wrong and everything, like, you should know that you're still ahead and you don't really need, like, his focus should be on stabilizing. And is this TC helping him to stabilize, or I think it's just making it harder for him to produce army, which he needs to stabilize.
I think he needs gold, so I think that's why he's doing it. He has no gold in the back anymore. And those knights could just run in at any point, so it's not.
And he's got 6 on food, 2
yeah.
TC.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. Like, does any army that costs food change the game here? Like maybe Kameyooks or something. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I think I'm live on Twitch, but my PC's got weird. Okay, we're good. Sorry. Yeah, so you don't have food to really make Kameyooks, and I don't even know if Kameyooks are beneficial now. I would have gone for 4 pikes in front of 5 monks with redemption as my game plan here to try and stabilize.
Yeah, I mean, full monk actually should be pretty decent in this situation. Oh.
But it feels like we're going to have a very long game now because Bad Koala isn't pushing.
I mean, there's still a 12 villager difference.
Yep. And Bad Koala will drop the second TC himself. Here comes the great 2 Cameo counterattack from Nahue, and Bad Koala brings all of his knights back home to deal with it.
I wonder if Bad Koala will be able to, like, oh, he's gonna now with those magnets. Oh, no, that's nasty.
Oh
no,
God.
My eyes. Oh no, look away. Oh no.
Oh, he's so nervous right now, dude. I can see the emotion. Oh no.
I'm pulling the hair out of my head, man. Oh my God.
It's oh man, the attack round as well from Bad Koala is super good.
And the knights are coming now.
Oh no. You know, the other part of it too, right? Like you said, you prepared with them and stuff. It's like we've talked about this. Sometimes if it matters so much and you prepare so much that like it becomes harder to, it adds more pressure on yourself, right? And
yes.
and Bad Koala, I don't think he ever trains. Like he just shows up, he just goes on vibes, right? And those vibes players who play really unorthodox are just so tricky to break down. And now the vill count is even. Nahue has lost 18 villagers. He doesn't really know. None of his training said get to Kameyooks, right?
Yeah.
It's just all adaptation.
Like I bet you, like this FC wasn't like prepared like at all. Like this was not like a thought out of the strategy. He was probably like, I needed like extended darkish to defend from the militia.
Yep.
I have enough resources for the FC. Yeah, it's just
let's try it. Yeah. And also, if Nahue did like dozen training games, he never once played against someone who went FC.
Yeah.
Right? Like all the training was for feudal age play against standard players. But honestly, comeback time maybe, because he knows he's behind. He needs some counter damage. Kameyooks into the woodline's not bad. So gets a couple snipes there. The knights are going to come home. I think the knights can actually win that fight. Depends on the micro. You have to hit and run here with the Kameyooks and use your one range.
Yeah, he's micing them.
Oh my God, he destroyed.
Yeah, and now the woodline is exposed.
Yeah.
It's a lot of potential for damage here. And also chainmail armor on the way.
He is also still getting pushed at his base by the siege, so that's what they're looking. But Bad Koala, oh my God, dude, what a messy game. What is this?
It's super scrappy. I mean, this is Silver League for you.
Well, I would argue that Silver League is not normally this scrappy, but I feel like if this is the first Silver League game that someone's seeing right now, they're thinking Silver League is way worse than it is. But it's round 5 Silver League, we'll say, where all the nerves are there. Oh my God.
Oh my god, and more villagers going down on that tower. Okay, he gets one mangonel. I don't know. My biggest worry right now for Nahue's eco is the wood efficiency, right? Because he's relying on those little nuggets of wood
Yeah.
that are not really efficient. But at the same time, now Koala also doesn't have an efficient woodland himself, so
He just pulled his villagers forward to chop the trees there. But this is just your average. This is kind of your average bad koala game, honestly. This is what bad koala does. He loves his adaptation. For Nahue, this is not his comfort zone at all. He's a meta player, and he tries to full garrison his town center. Ran out of space. Now the attack grounds and all the conversions too. Everything is just so good.
This is so painful, man. Oh, no. Every mangonel shot feels like a fucking nuclear. Like, holy shit, man. Oh, God.
Oh, and you could tell it. He's thinking the same right now too. He's like, this could not be happening to me. All right. Well, right when you think the game is over, bad koala gets hit by a Nahue mangonel. I think beyond the woodlines though, you're definitely right on the woodlines. It's the gold too, right? Like this gold is his only gold. And if he ever moves, look at his point of view. If he ever moves to the north, he gets spotted. Bad koala's got outposts everywhere. This is another thing that Chinese players do really well, is they got outposts in the early stages, right? I think nowadays people are building outposts late stages a lot more, but this stage of the game, when you go forward, you need to know if you're going to be counterattacked, and he can see this.
Yeah.
He sees the Kameyuks are on the way right now.
Like, he's got vision all over the map, like except on the north and south. Other than that, he sees everything, like all the relevant parts of the map, honestly.
Yeah, well, Kameyuks, I think, are just going to get some control over the game. That's exactly what you need to try and do when you're behind. They get spotted by the monks. The Kameyuks that were in Bad Koala's base get found by the knights. I will say that like continually making knights against Kameyuks does not feel like a very wise decision. So maybe you should make a switch into long swords here if you're Bad Koala. I don't know how they perform.
You can always rely on the Chip's corpse for now, I think.
Yeah.
I think now he wants to focus on developing his economy. A tech switch will just slow him down, I think.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he doesn't really have the resources to go for a tech switch right now.
Even eventually, you know, in this map, when you're so much in control, a water switch, it makes it so awkward for the one that is behind and to the other side of the map to get across and get some damage.
Yeah, that's true. And here, like you said before, the wood lines for Nahue are an issue. He built a lumber camp underneath mangonels, and he still just doesn't have enough. He's trying to counter attacks because he's behind, so that is probably the correct play in many ways. But he needs that ram to do that again. All right, well, maybe he can get a conversion here. Okay, gets the conversion. He can clear up all the siege at least and have some time to breathe. As long as he micros it properly and sees the mangonels weak. He's probably looking at his Kameyuks right now, which Bad Koala is chasing with the monks, which looks freaking ridiculous.
And also 3 relics already in for Bad Koala, so he's thinking about a lot of stuff right now, which I like. Like he's thinking about vision, the outpost. He's staying aggressive in the front, so he at all moments he knows where the army from Nahue is. It's not like because sometimes when you know you are ahead now, for like in Bad Koala's shoes, sometimes you just go back and you just start camping, and maybe by just camping you give your opponent a chance of surprising you. But if you keep attacking, if you keep knocking at the door, you always know what they have, so you're never surprised. And I think I don't see a way, honestly, how now gets control back in the game. Like he's even dropping a 30C, and you don't want to drop a 30C when you are in this type of situation. You want to all in somehow to get the damage back. He's
gonna need a solid like couple minutes to try and stabilize his mind in between these games, I think. Yeah. Sometimes it's better for me and sometimes it's worse to try and take that period, but like for me at least, some days I feel like I'm so close to my best, but other times if like the first game is like this, oh man, it can fall apart quick. So
Yeah.
I don't really know if there's anything you can do except try and have more control in the next game. He did attack the lumber camps here with a couple Kameyuks again, but there's no villagers there anymore. So he hasn't killed a ton. And there's the tech switch for Bad Koala now.
Yeah. I listen to you. We'll have long swords. I mean, he's also really close to clicking up to Imperial channel. For Romans, it's actually quite easy to then get into Legionaries because you skip the one upgrade compared to Championship.
But I mean, he's lost control. Like, he's lost vision now, and Nahue's clearly expanding to some of these res. So I think waiting for Imp could give Nahue a lot of time to come back. And right now, he's really putting up a fight. There's Kameyuks going for the counter still. There's been some monks getting conversions. There's the Mangonel behind the wood line, getting some hits. I mean, yeah, you need some army right now if you're Bad Koala. You also need some gold. He doesn't have anything on gold at the moment beyond those 3 relics, so that needs to be sorted out too.
Yeah. Also, I mean, the Kameyuks, they don't do bad necessarily against the infantry. If
monks
they stack, they can do decently.
And he is full armor too. I think if he can keep a group of Kameyuks and monks together, he actually has a chance for one really big fight.
He's getting cleaned up on Bad Koala's base, the knights and the monks, and a couple longswords.
Yeah. He also just lost a Mangonel that was attacking the town center, so it's not so good. Farm count could be way better for Nahue. Of course, he's been under a lot of pressure here. And soon he's gonna have to face the longswords head on here. So he'll add a couple slingers from the archer range.
No fletching. Ugh, it's rough.
You know, this might be the last time that you see Incas with militia opening, right? Because they're gonna be Champy warriors soon.
Yeah, what if we see an endless pre-lumber Champy rush?
We are definitely going to see it, by the way.
Yeah,
some of these new Civ bonuses, we would definitely see it.
You saw that yesterday. We were in a call with Phosphor, right?
Oh yeah, he was probably talking about it.
Yeah, and he was saying, "Oh yeah, guys, the endless Champy rush it's unbeatable. It's broken." You know how he talks?
Yep.
With so much confidence.
And then if he loses, it's not because the strat was bad. It's like, no, I just did something wrong. You know, the strat's perfect.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. The new DLC comes out later today. We won't have any of the Silver League games over the next 2.5 days on that. But come Friday, everything is on the new DLC. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing a high enough slinger count here for Nahue. And I don't think the Kameyuks are good enough. I could be wrong. It's really hard to cast this. I don't know what crazy crap I'm looking at right now.
Also important to note, like, it might be over and it might look a little bit silly for the people watching, but actually Bad Koala made a good decision in just staying castlage, right? It's easy if you have resources close to clicking up to the next stage. It's tempting to just click Imperial Age, and then you all of a sudden you spend 1,800 resources clicking up to the next stage, and you don't have army, and maybe you get snowballed because of that. But he realized he needed the army priority, and he's just stomping on my boy.
Yep. So we'll have to look at the odds after this. But your boy Nahue, I think, needs to win 2 games right now. Right? Yes. So that is not the start he wanted. All right. So we're just talking about how unorthodox Bad Koala can be. And he has picked the Huns here. And I saw this from Mr. Yo in Platinum League, round 1. And I was very critical of it. I do not like the Huns pick here. You start with a fishing ship on this map. I think if you didn't start with a fishing ship, it's okay to pick the Huns. But you start with the fishing ship, and you can't build a dock right away with the Huns because you start with less wood. So your fishing ship's just kind of sitting there, not getting any value.
Yes, look at the. I was whispering because I was already pulling my hair out of my head. Like, look at that TC spot from Bad Koala. Jesus Christ, that's bad.
Yeah. Hard is in my chat right now. Hard is in my chat. He's a platinum player. He's saying Huns are good. They eventually catch up, but you get full exploration and 15 cows. Yeah, that's the thing. You do get the horse, so I guess you will get a lot of the cows. But the start is brutal.
And Hard obviously knows better than us. At least I think they're good.
He's trying. I swear to God, Ozone. Did you see what just happened there? I swear to God, Bad Koala just tried to eat his horse. We can't go back because we synced up our Rex, but chat, someone please clip that. He thought that was like a llama from the Incas. He tried to garrison and set the rally point onto his horse. How prepared is he right now? Or did he think that was food?
It looked weird for sure. I was wondering like what was happening. He hopped in and out of the TC like 3 times.
I mean, thank God I'm not allowed to play Silver League, because if I was playing up against Bad Koala and I saw that somebody tried to eat their horse with their sim pick for a map, I'd be like, come on, man. Like, I could never lose. But I at the same time, as a caster, I love the energy. You just can't lose the horse here if you're Bad Koala. Don't lose the horse, please.
No. Now I kill it. Oh no. Well, so as I was saying, I think for sure Hart knows better than us, but I think we can at least agree that they were better on the other versions of Stranded, 100%.
Yeah.
I think on the others, for example, on, I think it was Warlords, when with the 9 villager start, they were like actually incredibly OP because you get the scouting and all the things Hart mentioned, but also it felt like you were never behind on fish and ship count or anything like that. Like it felt so smooth.
I wonder how much of people's opinions on Huns on this map is from the games they played with the 9 villager start version.
Yeah.
Because I could be wrong, but feels to me the dock's just completed now. He still can't make the next fishing ship. Nahue hasn't had the cleanest start, to be honest. But she should be up here by about 2 to 3 eco at least.
Yeah, I mean he's already 2 fishing ships up. So I will say, and like not only like he's 2 economic units up pretty much, and also he's got a lot more efficient TC location. Like I'm really worried about Koalas here. Like his wood efficiency will drop really fast.
Yeah,
and also the fact that he went for this window will make it so when he goes for the big wood lines eventually, he will be exposed, right?
Yep.
To land units. Not the case for Nahue.
A change we made was to make it so it's much easier to find that ideal TC position. So I don't know, like it was right there. The TC position was scouted. So I just think it's another example of Bad Koala going on vibes, maybe.
Yes.
I do think the best strategy for the Huns, if you're going to play them here, is Fast Castle. You should collect all the cows. He also should know, like, the cows are in a ring on the outside, right? So, like, he's just kind of, I don't think he's aware of these details, but if he can get those cows, Fast Castle Cav Archer, or even, like, Night Scorpion, like he did in the previous map, could still be really strong here.
Yeah, this seems quite unprepared, honestly. But sometimes those players are very dangerous. Like that reminds me of the only time I did quite decent on a qualifier for a big tournament when I reverse swept Margu.
Yep.
I think it was for an NAC qualifier or something.
Yep.
I was 2-0 down, and I didn't practice a single game for that tournament. Somehow I reverse swept a prepared player like 200, 300 elo above me somehow.
There's something weird. There's something weird about it, of just like not overly preparing, some mental thing, because
I mean you're putting a lot less pressure on yourself or just none at all, right?
And I think especially for our level, we already put so much pressure on ourselves, right? And oh god, this villager. Oh god. Oh he saved it. Does he have the guts to go for it again? He's going for it anyways. He's crazy.
Bad call is distance now.
He's crazy.
The buffalo?
No. Oh
god.
Oh my god, he's crazy. Wow. All right.
And this is a lot more awkward with the Huns.
Yeah, you can't house. You could, but he has enough wood. He could build a lumber camp or something, honestly. All right, he gets it. Impressive. And then he'll save the other elephant, and he's on the way to feudal.
He gets it at a really awkward time because he clicks feudal, but usually on this type of maps, when you click feudal, you want to transfer almost everything to wood and gold, right? To afford, I don't know, racks, to afford a second dock.
Yeah.
You don't want as much food. Maybe if you go FC, you want food, but if you're going to play feudal, you don't want that much food. At this point, you try to rely on the fishing ships.
Yeah.
And look at the difference on the fishing ship count. Like the Koala's build is heart in the chat just honoring him is Garbanzo.
Hard picked the wrong game to say Huns were good if you wanted to convince people. But I mean, I look at this and I just can't help but have faith that Bad Koala can figure it out, you know? Because if Nahue can't get the early damage, and if you get a really good Castle Age time and spam Cav Archers, this could be solid. And this isn't a pressure build from Nahue. To me, it feels like it's more of a defensive fast castle build himself. I don't know what the plan is.
Yeah. This is and he's walling so much now.
Yeah. But I don't like lots of walls against Cav Archers. Because, like, your Woodline's going to be pressured regardless, it feels like. I don't know.
So it's going to be FC for both, so that explains why you're in the elephants this late.
Is it though? We have nothing on
only...
gold for Nahue, and he's adding a stable. Maybe he'll make 1 or 2 scouts to just see what's happening.
Yeah, I think he definitely wants to add a scout at least to have some vision.
Yeah.
I'm worried how are they going to follow this up on water? Like, is any of them going to add a second dock or?
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this: did you do any training games with Nahue on this map?
Yes.
How many of the games did he do this exact build?
He always goes FC.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then what I was gonna say. I'm glad I have that context. Is that I doubt he would have played this way.
And he likes FC. Actually, on his series against Stark, he beat Stark going FC versus full feudal from Stark.
Yeah, true.
Stark went like forward dogs and all that.
Yep.
And he just siege push Stark and killed him.
It is so crazy to me, the difference though. Like, we're talking 30 to 40 positions in the world, maybe. And you have the platinum players. We saw 1 fast castle attempt, 1. And then every other game is feudal. And then here we have fast castle versus fast castle.
But Koala was trying to sneak a villager. Did you spot that? To get a dog.
Yeah.
He's making it forward. So yeah, on the point that you brought up, I think the difference that we see on approaches from like the top league is that, and why they tend to go feudal is that it's a lot harder for players a little bit below the level of the top players to punish, because you need to be really efficient. But since they are, they manage to get like those little to hit those little windows to punish your opponent. And like, for example, if I'm analyzing my approach for a game, like in order for me to win, I need to hit like a little window of 20 seconds to punish my opponent on something. I would rather try to go for something more reliable, right? Like I don't want to depend on a 20-second window.
Period. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, you should game plan around. Everyone's got the same amount of resources to work with, but it's when you choose to spend it and where you choose to pressure. Just passing for Nahue in the south is really bad. Really bad. He just misses that fire. They're both trying to combine water and land right now. But that fire ship might not be too bad, but that could get into the fishing eco for him right now.
It's such a weird game. I've never seen a stranded game like this, actually.
It's just been a weird series, dude. It's been a weird clash of styles combined with the meaning of the game, which at least in Nahue's case means a lot more. No loom for him, by the way. He forgot loom.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. And the Cav Archers are going to be in. The Cav Archers will go on the side. He's lost some fishing eco. He has a counterattack with scouts underneath the town center, which...
And this is also when Hans coming clutch. Like, he's losing 4 fishing ships, but Koala, he doesn't really care about 4 fishing ships, and he's got like 1 million buffaloes under his TC, so...
Yep.
Like, he will still have food economy, but now, if he loses his fish, he's screwed.
He just lost a bunch of villagers there as well. Scouts are still on the woodline, though, dude. This is so... There's so much multitasking right now. Nahue killed all the fish. He killed the shoreline villager. He killed Vills on the woodline. Eco KD's even, but he does need army against the CA. That's what this is going to end up being, is can you kill the Cav Archers? He's going to win water. Nahue will win water. He's got 9 fires against, like, 3. So he'll eventually win it. But he has no food eco for camels. I guess the game plan of Scorpions isn't bad here, though, against just 5 Cav Archers.
Second TC from Koala. You like it, or would you have liked to see like a workshop in the middle hill or something?
I think
before the second TC.
If you can do both, it's amazing. I would have probably opted for the Siege Workshop and Monastery towards the middle. But if there's one thing I've learned about Bad Koala, is just like he doesn't think about it too much. He's just like, oh, all right, let's just go. I'm gonna make more. I'm gonna lose army. I'll make more army. There's a demo. But yeah, he gets cleared, and now if he had Siege and Monks in the middle, he could actually still pose a threat. But Nahue have the ability to add fish again, in theory. And
he's doing so, yeah.
Yeah, he's doing so, and he can move to the middle of the map, and then there's no map control for Bad Koala. So kind of a close game. Something
workshop in the middle.
A detail that again I find is very Mr. Yo and like Vivi and Bad Koala. A lot of these Chinese nomad players, they'll be way behind on water. They know they're never gonna keep their docks up, but they send random fires in and snipe the fish. Like look at these fires hunting right now. He's fish hunting with 2 separate fires. He knows he has enough time to just snipe fish, and then before his fire ship dies, he's doing that 2 separate areas. It's impressive. But yeah, and there he notices it. So that's going to be 1. He has to keep clicking. That's going to be 2. Can he click again? He's going to get 3. Oh, he doesn't actually end up getting... Yeah, he gets 3. 4. That's sick.
Oh, 4.
That's sick.
Huge. Yeah, that's huge.
And now there's the Siege Workshop on the middle.
I feel like that's something like the Chinese players that play a lot of Nomad are really good at when playing like hybrid or Nomad maps.
Yeah.
Actually.
Because I think a player like you and I or Nahue or just, most players just patrol their fires and they hope for the best, right? But he will click the fires through the damage and knows there's enough time there to snipe the fish. And now suddenly there's no fish advantage, really. And he still has the second TC. So he's got the eco lead now. Scorpions for Nahue a bit out of position. There's now a monk picking up a relic next to the Siege Workshop for Bad Koala. They're all over the place.
I think I would like to bring up one thing that you mentioned at the beginning, and now I just fully agree with you, is the fact that you mentioned how Bad Koala likes like the chaos and being aggressive, and I feel like what I'm noticing in this series and on the matchup between these 2 players is that I feel like Bad Koala is a lot more comfortable in that chaos, in that scrappiness, because both games have been really messy.
Yeah.
But somehow he's able to stabilize a little bit faster, to make maybe the better decisions on key moments when the games are so scrappy.
And honestly, that's an argument for Huns as well, to take it back to that. Like, Huns are really good in these scenarios because your units are cheap, they produce faster. You don't need houses, so Huns are just an easier civ to play in these types of games. If it was a full wall, lots of economy game, then Huns maybe struggle. But right now, it's still close. But I really like Bad Koala's position because he's got so much map control and he's able to force reactions from Nahue constantly.
Yeah, and from Nahue's position, dealing with CA and Siege is so hard. With the heal, with such a big heal in front of his base, is so hard.
Yeah. Yeah, that Monastery position is not ideal. The Siege Workshop position is not ideal. And this really just comes back to the early control Bad Koala had. It's funny, though. He lost all of his Cav Archers, and he still ended up getting the Siege Workshop and Monastery there. I feel like he didn't actually have army to protect the buildings when he sent the villager forward.
Yeah, he didn't have army at all.
Yeah. Which, again, I would never do. Like, I would only secure a hill if I had the army there.
Yeah.
Just unique. So, 56 population against 58. I'm continually surprised by Nahuel's pop. He does have lots of farms behind, which is good. He doesn't necessarily need the relic. So that's fine.
He's doing something correct, which is constantly cutting the reinforcements, making it awkward. So now Koala is forced to group all of his Kawarchis on his base before he can move on and just not being able to send like 1 by 1 to reinforce. So that's good.
Yep.
But he needs to somehow make something happen to recover control over that central hill. Because if he, like, if Koala is able to mass, like, let's say like 20 cow archers, I feel like that's like the scary number. Like when the cow archers count, it starts to get too high. It's a very worrying moment. It's just so hard to deal with the death wall of cow archers.
To viewers asking about the X's at the top of the screen, that's a capture age bug. It doesn't show the unique text. Sorry about that. That's very observant on your part, though. I'm sorry that that's happening. I'm also sorry that Nahuel's TC is about to get nuked without the hill here, and he loses his mangonel. He'll lose his camels.
No.
And oh no, this is so bad.
Again, is the repeat the nuclears? No. He's just like dropping bombs.
Dude, look at
Nahue's villagers.
Look at the idle TC for Bad Koala again. 13 minutes, and it just doesn't even matter.
Look at his economy. Look at the wood efficiency for a second. Oh my God.
It's so bad. But honestly, I think he has really underrated micro. Like, I didn't describe him as a player with good micro, but he gets key positions, and his unit control is top tier. His conversions were great in both games so far. His siege positioning was great in both games so far, and yeah, now he's still only 5 villagers ahead, but the amount of damage he's done is ridiculous. 3k value ahead and value destroyed, and he's just going to push on down even closer to the main TC, and that's the only TC for Nahue.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the best move Koala did in this game in Castle Age was sniping those vision ships. Like, it slowed down Nahue.
Yep.
Position so much.
Yeah, he expected to have some food eco to make more camels than he's been able to.
Yeah.
And get more upgrades. But unfortunately not possible, and now there's more cav archers coming, there's more monks coming, the houses are going down, and Nahuel's just sitting here thinking, oh no, am I about to get relegated out of silver after I put in all that work to get promoted in the first place?
And even if he loses this, the last game will be really important for him, right?
Yep. I think it's also has some significance for Bad Koala. Obviously, it's still $10 per win, which is a lot for players here who don't always get prize pool caches. But I think Bad Koala, if he wins the next game, would go second in the group, which puts him in a better position in the playoffs. So we'll look. But that was just a fast castle v fast castle. Bad Koala's like, you don't want to put me under pressure? Perfect. Fine by me. I'm just going to chill. And yeah, he made it look easy. I agree, though. I think sniping the fish was huge. We knew it was going to be cav archers, but sniping the fish is what changed the game because Nahue never had the economy to make the camels he wanted.
Honestly, it surprised me. Like I told you that on practice now we always went FC on this map.
Yeah.
And even the times he played the map already on in the season, but he never walled. It was always like open FC, and it's weird to me to see that all of a sudden in the tournament game he just went for such big walls. Against Hans also.
I've done it, and I can tell you it's fear. It's worry, right? It's like the emotions of the moment adding up. That's why you wall. You're like in a war game against a really aggressive player. You think that walling isn't bad, but in reality, it's like a lot of resource investment and villager time, and it worsens your economy to deal with whatever pressure is going to come. And yeah, when we saw the walls, we were like, what? That's weird, because like cav archers are getting through. They're getting through. Yeah. There's no way. Yeah. They're not. So yeah, I think my explanation there would just be the nerves adding up, especially because he knew what happened in the other series earlier today. And now I'll pull up the stats to see exactly what can happen here. But according to this, 68% chance for Nahue to still be alive. If he, if he gets 3-0'd, it's literally 50-50. If Nahue gets 3-0'd, then Deeker just needs 2 wins against Moray to survive and kick him down. For those asking who's co-casting, this is Ozone, who's in Silver League. We'll be casting him at some points this week. Do you play tomorrow or do you play Thursday, or is your series Rex?
Play Thursday, 20 GMT.
Ooh, nice. Awesome. I'm looking forward to casting that series. Luckily for you, you're oh, I gotta change the colors here. But luckily for you, I think you're already safe in the playoffs. So it's not like Nahue where you're like really worried about survival, but still the set will be an important one.
Yep.
All right. Well, we have Malay for Bad Koala, which was his #1 pick. I find his draft priorities is interesting because I would not consider my #1 pick Malay here.
Malay is pretty solid, but yeah, I agree. I don't know if first pick worthy.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder. I didn't check the civilization draft. I don't know what they banned, but I mean, it's still a really, really good civilization for the map.
Yeah.
I just wonder how he will play them. Maybe men at arm opening or militia.
Oh my god, dude! Everything's going wrong for Nahue today. The zebra's going back on him right now. That's super annoying. Yeah, I mean, Georgians, you expect the early dock because they start with the mule cart. Georgians very flexible if you want to play more of the land approach. But yeah, Malay are just as flexible. Interesting little wood line for Bad Koala. This isn't that common. It feels like 2 wood lines that were supposed to be separated connected into one.
Yeah, that's a huge wood line.
It could be good or bad. I think if there's units behind there, it actually gets really difficult to react to them because you have to run a long way around. But I think for the start, if he wants to wall, it's a very nice wood line.
I think in general, if I analyze his map, I really like it. I feel like he's got a really, really good map generation. Like if he connects the wood lines on the top and then goes all the way to the edge, he's got the wood line and the main goal protected, and then he's got a really easy wall from the wood line towards the TC, right?
Yep.
And then at the bottom, he just needs to go maybe from the house to the berries and from the berries to the wood line on the right at the bottom. So
and he's an extreme player, so he could go full wall. This series, we haven't seen a ton of that, though. He's been going with mostly army, which I would say on high tides is what you need. If you try and wall on this map, you're going to lose water or you're going to lose map control, and there's just so much to fight for. There's also the res in the south. What do you think about that? I feel like it's rare, but occasionally could be worth the risk to go down there.
Yeah, I like it. I feel like it's a little bit unexplored from the players. Like you don't see it that often, but I feel like we are seeing it more actually this season than in other iterations from this map on other tournaments.
I think I was saying the other day, I think there's a 2-year lag on meta on some of these maps where it's like, in my case, this was one of my maps, and so we had ideas. Initially, when we made it, it was just viewers will remember there was just high tide, which was actually a different map, and then we reworked the idea to make it like high tides. And before it only had the fish and the gold in the north, and it didn't have anything in the south. So I was like, that's a lot of useless space. Let's add some incentive there. Nobody goes there. Like nobody would go. And then finally, we're starting to see the occasional mill and like the dock. Even the stone and gold in the south, people are remembering a lot more now. So.
Yeah, I would say like the biggest difference and the biggest factor, of course, you know this, but maybe if a viewer is wondering, is the fact that for the top, like your fish is pretty much safe if you won water, right? But at the bottom, even if you are uncontested, you feel like your villagers are always super exposed there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's pretty much the reason.
I think if you're gonna take the middle, it's if you go with a build where you're likely to lose the top, right? And if you're contesting the top, which both players may do here, it probably isn't also worth the risk to then take the south. It's better to just stay at home, keep your villagers protected. But I say 2 years, and that seems like a crazy statement, but you don't have every map in every tournament, right? So 2 years might just be 2 tournaments for certain maps. So there's always a little bit of, and sometimes 3. And then you have balance changes and meta changes that come. So all these things play a role.
Oh, and now it's going for man at arms, seems like, with Georgians.
I don't mind that. I don't mind it. The reason I don't mind it is because what I think of with Georgians when I think of military would be scouts, but this isn't a very good and easy build-up for scouts because typically you need to have villagers on gold if you want to make fire ships in the north. So a lot of these build orders are dominated by archer and navy. So I like the man-at-arms And it's also a little unexpected, usually.
Yeah, I think this game specifically will come down to damage control. So I'm curious to see how he damages control against the Men at Arms, especially with Malay, right? Because you age up faster. That also means you collect less resources on the way up. So you feel like you're a little bit more constrained with how much you can spend and how much you can afford. And he went double dog, so he doesn't even have a Rex, right? So it's full damage control from here on for him. And luckily for him, he spots the militia. So
wow, that's huge. So he spots the militia because he saw the scout, because Nahue needed to save his scout. Now Nahuel's up, and now Bad Koala knows I've got 2 docks. It's unlikely that he does. Let's send the first 2 fire galleys out to go win the water. I think he'll kill the fish very quickly. He drops the barracks. He drops the palisades. It's a very nice position for Bad Koala to be in, I would say.
Yep, yeah, beautiful damage control. And he made like a little slice where he's got all of the resources he needs for the near future with the wood and the gold in just one place.
We didn't mention it, but he also stole like 2 or 3 goats. So Nahue right now, you look underneath his TC, and this is a build that's difficult to afford. He doesn't have a lot of food there yet.
And he's about to lose his dog villager. Oh, God, he lost it.
He lost the dock villager. Well, he could lose the fish as well. At the very least, the fish are not working very efficiently. This is looking so good for Bad Koala. Nahue wants to do something. He wants to take his goats back. There he goes.
Let's go.
I mean,
not for me, not for you.
Yeah, a couple patches ago, those goats are just dead and you can't eat them. But that food is still there, so you could. It's not actually as effective as he would want it to be.
I need something. His scouts regenerates HP a little bit in Feudal Age with the Georgians.
Yeah, that's true.
He's fighting back on water. Maybe he will land a good demo. Oh, Bad Koala realizes, pulls back.
A nice micro from Bad Koala. I feel like Bad Koala's has been his cleanest game so far. Maybe it's just the map type. Yeah. But it feels like if he was warming up the first 2 games, he's been very sharp. To pull away from the demo in the north, to get the repairs in there, that's not easy to do. To get the repairs in the walls down here. Eco upgrades are in. 0 seconds of TC idle time, pretty much. I mean, that's the same for both, but very clean play from Bad Koala. This is exactly what you want with the Malay, right? You want to have the water control, playing in towards archers against early attacks, and if you can just stabilize now and balance out your eco, you're normally going to be in a very good position long term.
Yeah, it's all about like damage control early on, so your villager lead kicks in, and then you'll hit the times. The Malay. Yep.
I think for Nahue, it would feel very difficult for me right now. I'm not sure. I'd be thinking through my options. You probably want to still remain competitive on water. You obviously want to do damage on land, but unfortunately, you haven't been able to. You've just been walled out, and part of that's the map, but also Bad Koala scouted it so far away. He would have walled it up regardless, and he snipes the archer on the other side of the wood line. And now he snipes the other archer? He's close, but he at least knows that archer is one shot.
And also fletching on the way. There's no blacksmith for Nahue, so he's behind on water and also behind on upgrades, at least on the land military.
I say Bad Koala's got 0 seconds of TC idle time, and then he gets housed 3 times and now has 45 seconds, so... But you could shake that off as the Malay, no problem. And he is kind of walling, as you had mentioned. He's going to consider... I don't know if it's intentional for that villager to walk around his wood line, but he could wall that way. He can wall in towards the berries as well. Just needs to track the army from Nahue here. There's still no fletching for him. It's really late for fletching.
Yeah, it's on the way now. But now it's a lot more open than Bad Koala. Koala is about to finish the wall, the full wall on the front. His bears are still exposed, I guess.
That's not too bad. Yeah, I think Nahue's fine. Both players getting housed a bit.
Ooh, that wall from Bad Koala on the north of his base. Where is he walling towards? Like,
and we got the water back from Nahue. He needs to hop out with that demo here. He needs to land a hit here with that demo. Otherwise, the demo's a waste, and just not able to realize it. Because, did he Dude, did he take that berry bush in the last second? Because I just looked there, and that berry bush was still standing. I think he overforged it.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't
That's
see that. Oh,
so unlucky.
no.
That's so unlucky. It was walled otherwise. And now the
I feel
archers
so
are
bad for
in.
my boy.
Yikes.
Everything went wrong.
Yeah, literally the worst possible day for him. Game one start was great. Game one start was great. His opponent deletes his scout, and then the knights get in, and it's been nothing but chaos and pain and misery ever since.
Oh god.
I'm sure you were so pumped to cast your friend, and now now you wish you would have picked a different series.
No. I
mean,
told him to not spoil me the results because I knew they were playing also earlier.
Yeah.
I truly believed in them.
Well, it'll make it all the more interesting. I mean, I like the drama of the group now because Deeker Moray actually has a lot of intrigue. So, and he's through. I mean, there's a lot of res floating for Bad Koala. He doesn't have a lot of farms. He got pushed off his berries. He loses a Vil. Maybe this game isn't over yet.
Yeah, eco difference is only 6.
Yeah.
Now somehow he's had 2 fishing ships working this entire time, despite
True.
the fact that he lost water like 9 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, he knows he's behind, so he has to use the market to buy and sell some res. He's microed the man-at-arms very nicely here. That should be another Vil kill. No, never mind. What do you play here? I guess you play crossbow timing because you have some archers, but I really think you'd want to be on like Skirm Knight in this Civ matchup.
Yeah, problem is the eco to afford that way. Ideally, I will agree. But he definitely needs to just send it, you know, that's just so really aggressive. The same thing that Bad Koala did in game 1 to get himself a chance, and he pulled it off. Now we need to do the same here.
I feel like you'll never do it as a player, but it might actually be worth idling your TC right now because you're never going to go Castellate. With 6 on food, I think you just stop producing and you just save and you hope you can get up faster than the melee. Tough task, of course, but you cannot wait.
And Bad Koala 21 on foot, he will be able to click faster with the melee. So not only click faster, but H up incredibly fast. So he will be hitting that timing. I think if Nahue sees that Bad Koala reaches Castellage that much faster than him, he will just call it probably. Let's see. He's killing Bad Koala's archers.
That's a nice fight, yeah. That's a really nice fight. He's going to click up.
Now to click up.
Yep. Bad Koala should be adding fish in the north now once he clears out the dock. The fish are kind of far away, but still getting up to 8 fishing ships seems realistic. And Bad Koala will get the clear up, but Nahue can click. There he goes. He's on the way up. No army. So now maybe you go knights because you just lost all your army. I don't know. It still feels like you have no food for knights. So maybe skirmishers and siege or something.
So tough.
Man.
Go faster than next stage. Well, you know what Bad Koala needs? Just go elephants. Just hey man, I meant to pick Magyard, and just send it. You know?
It really bums me that guy doesn't play anymore, or at least he changed his name. That was so funny, and it's so rare, right? Like, I make a video on a really unique player, and then those players are usually like, oh, I can't wait to do it again, so I'm in another video. This guy was just messing around with his friends, and he doesn't play anymore, so... That's so funny. I don't think we'll see that from Koala. If anything, we might see Siege on the front. It feels like a very good spot. It's a very open middle of the map for a Siege workshop and a monastery.
Actually.
So
for both players, actually, it's a interesting generation.
Yep.
Super. I like this about this map, the fact because even if you're behind, if you manage to get the timing, there's always a chance of getting a push going because of the heals and how aggressive it feels.
Yep. Yeah, I'm a very big fan of the map. I'm biased, of course, but I think it's a good map. The meta can maybe get a little stale. Obviously, you have a lot of man-at-arms, archer openings and stuff, but that's good. For a map with 15 maps in the pool, you need a mix of everything, so it's really good for that. I am curious, though, how the meta will change when the new water balance comes? Like, is it just going to be Hulks, I guess, instead of fires? That'll change
I'm
things.
also curious about a map like Arena, the Coast Arena.
Yeah.
I'm really curious how that will play out.
Well, we won't have that in TTL until Friday, so I'll be casting all day today. Even when the new patch comes out, we have 2 more silver sets. That'll be from previous patch. Next 2 days as well, all silver sets. That'll be previous patch. But then DLC comes into play on Friday, which will be Platinum League. So for anyone listening and wondering, I think that Nahue has done everything he can do. Like, he's pushed the Siege Workshop Foundation back, which is a small win. He didn't lose many vills on his wood line. He's relocated his mule cart, which is a small win. He's dropping the churches, which will add to the efficiency of the eco, which is also a small win. But it feels like he still needs to actually do eco damage instead of just stabilize.
If he had that plus already a workshop in the middle as well with his own mangonels, maybe I will see.
Yeah.
Okay, he's trying to get it now, but will he actually be able to get that workshop? Okay, he changes his mind.
I mean, he will feel like Bad Koala is completely walled. Bad Koala is not completely walled. There is a way to get back into his base, but you never really want to run into the back of someone's base with skirmishers. Yeah, that Siege Workshop position is not the position you'd want to really mount a big comeback, but he has to, because he has to complete it. So
he wants now Knights getting the armor upgrade, but now there's also Monks on the way and Ballistics also on the way, and there's 9 crossbows already in the mix for Bad Koala. I feel like he's kind of bulletproof right now.
honestly, Bad Koala is playing super sharp now.
Yeah, this was a really clean game from him.
Yeah.
The damage control early on, and from there he never lost the lead. Never.
I mean, perfect timings on the upgrades. He's got double mangonel in the middle. He's tracking his opponent's army perfectly. The farms around his TCs are added at the perfect times. Ballistics is now in too. I mean, he is really playing it nicely. Only thing you'd miss here is maybe getting a couple of the relics, maybe just transitioning into putting some vills onto stone for a castle, but like, I don't want to jinx the guy, but feels like it's going to be a sweep here. He does see the siege for the first time now. Okay, if you had to predict Moray Deeker scoreline, what would you predict?
Oof, that's a tough one. I would say that would be a 2-1 either way.
Okay. But it's hard for me to lean towards Moray because I think Moray has had multiple games this season where maybe he would have lost it anyways, but he just didn't show a lot of fight, you know? And then I think Deeker is a really stubborn guy, like really stubborn. He does not like to quit, and he will not give up. And I think, so I would say like 2-1 Deeker. Or 3-0 Deeker.
And I know, for example, Deeker, at least he has asked other players that are in TTL as well, at least how the maps should be played, you know? Even if he doesn't put the practice games himself, he asks others, okay, what do I need to do on this map? What is the meta on this map? I'm not so sure.
Big shots.
If More does the same at least.
Yeah. It's hard to know. We play all these players in ranked, but we don't get to talk to them all. I know in my case, like, sometimes people share some things. There's always things I know I can't say, but then, like, other people probably, like, maybe I won't share things with T90 because he's got a microphone in front of his face. So I'm always going off what I can. But right now, the key in this game, win would do a lot for him and his chances for survival. He needs a big engagement. I actually think he needs to take a big risk with his skirms to snipe the monks.
Yeah.
If he could snipe the monks, he can actually win this fight.
He needs to out micro, but he needs to do it now.
Yeah. Before a castle comes up.
Yep.
I like the energy. One TC, second workshop. I like the energy. I like the micro there. You could tell Bad Koala sensing something big's about to happen. The skirms should go for the monk. Oh, the attack
Oh
rounds!
my god! I'm saying like every attack round in this year has been a nuclear, man. Like, Jesus Christ!
Dude, I mean, that shot was insane. And again, I think I'd never considered Bad Koala a micro player, but even there, he dodges the mangonel perfectly. He got every conversion he needed. It was just the perfect engagement. And of course, on the flip side of that, just the worst possible feeling for Nahue. Just horrible. Oh my
so bad
god.
for him. Like, everything has gone wrong, and you see that attack round, you feel like your dreams crash right in front of you. So
And then
defeated.
you don't have the heart to even call it yet because the game matters for so much. So you're just
He's,
sitting
like,
there.
processing.
Yes.
Yeah, they're like on the different stages of like grief. He's like on denials. Oh god.
Oh, it's so painful. He's still like, I gotta fight. I gotta fight. Let's go. Knights to the north. Let's go. Let's get +2 armor. I don't know, man. I mean, that is the only area he can do damage. He has consistently, while being behind, understood the ways he could try and bring the game back. But I think once Bad Koala notices that, he can bring his army and he can bring his knights home. And he'll be on the way to Imp here soon, too. Castle in the middle is pretty solid. And Bad Koala will quickly house wall. He'll just bring his army home. And these knights, they do, again, way more than you would have expected. But it's not game-ending damage, unfortunately.
No. In Village, in just 1 minute and a half. It's
Yeah.
from here. I think Malay are completely unstoppable.
I still remember... And I try and express this to the viewers listening. Like, I've been in Nahue's position. And I've occasionally maybe been in Bad Koala's position. But, like, I just know how much it means to him. And I remember some sets where I feel like I should have won. Or I lost to some, like, crazy all-in stuff, right? Like, back before organ guns were nerfed. Like, the 23 population... Fast Castle Organ Gun build, like, in a tournament, like, oh my god. The series ended in a best-of-3, and I'm just sitting here. I didn't want to resign. I'm like, I could have done so much more today. But unlikely that Nahue will be able to do anything more here. Oh, he gets into the wood line again. Like, it's a good thing that Bad Koala has this lead, because his knights are in again.
In Village is in.
Yeah, it's still 1 TC behind this. He's got a really efficient 110 center economy. If he had this at the start of Castle Age, he would have won the game, but it took a lot of time.
Maybe Man at Arms was not the correct play, or maybe it was just the execution. I'm not sure.
Well, you know what? You know what I think? Man at Arms is good, but you have to have your goats. I think if you get lamed, you gotta bail on Man at Arms. And he got lamed.
Yeah,
he lost like 3 to
true.
4 goats, and then he still tried to go for a heavy food build.
Yeah, I feel like also like his follow-up was not as strong, right? Because he went Man at Arms, but he was also trying to fight double dog on water.
Yeah, yeah.
So he didn't have that strong follow-up behind the Man at Arms. And if you don't have that follow-up, then if your opponent sees you coming, and that Koala did, he just with some walls, and all of a sudden the Man at Arms investment does nothing. Like literally nothing.
Yep. Wow. What a clean result. I think to start this silver season, Bad Koala got swept by Stark. He got 3-0'd by Stark. Obviously, Stark was first in the group. Stark's played well. And then ever since Bad Koala's turned it around, then he ends the season with a 3-0 himself. Bad Koala will go into second place in silver. I'll cast the silver playoffs. I think it's a week or two, guys. So we'll see Bad Koala again in the playoffs to see if he can become a gold player.